Hello there, guys. Welcome back to another episode of VN Chat. I am Monique, Miss Vocals. Today I am joined by Gaston Morelli. How are you, Gaston?
I'm good, thank you. You alright?
I'm perfect, thank you very much. He's a local dancer, so we're going to spend some time getting to know you and a bit about your dance and what you do. So can you tell us, everyone, about yourself, what kind of dance you do and kind of how you got into your dance journey?
I'm Gaston. I do street, hip hop and break, and I've been involved in dance teaching since I was 16,
Okay.
but been dancing from when I was younger. So I taught my first class at 16 in Wokingham, and then it just kind of progressed from there. And I used the G Street name up until about 5 years ago, and then I changed to GS Finesse.
Okay. And is that your own name, or is that the name of the group that you dance with, or just for yourself?
GS Finesse is for the dance group that I have now, the same as what G Street used to be as well. But G Street was kind of me, and then I incorporated it into like my dance class because I worked at a youth club and we needed a name. I used G Street. I was like,
it's got a ring to it, you know. Put the G in over your name, bit of street, makes sense.
We use it, so it kind of stuck for a very long time, which is good.
Okay, so how many of you are in GS Finesse at the moment?
I myself is the one teacher, and it's a lot smaller than my previous dance company. So I do one lesson now instead of two every day. So I used to do 2 Monday to Friday, and then one on a Saturday. So it was full-time dance. Now it's part-time dance. I'm a father. So dance doesn't pay for everything. So
it does not. Children are expensive, guys.
I had to cut it right back, but I couldn't give up on my passion. So
of course not, definitely.
I kept it small and kept it local to keep. It's more of a hobby than a business for me. But I want to now turn it into a business again.
Okay.
So I'm at that stage where my son's older. I've got more time to invest into dance. So
how old's your son?
He's 2, coming on 3.
Oh, you're gonna get him into dance as well when he's
already
doing it. He's already doing it. That is true. He's from the bum shuffle to the one finger skank. The toddlers. Okay, awesome. So, what would you say is your favorite genre, or if you have a favorite song, perhaps to dance to? Like, what when you hear it, you're like, yo, and then all of a sudden you can't stop your body.
My favorite genre is it's got to be R&B and hip hop. I'm an old school guy. I'm an old school guy. Like, don't get me wrong, I like all this new stuff, but if we're gonna be real, I've got to take it back to what I grew up on and what I was dancing to, and it was.
Your old school Chris Browns and them,
Yeah, well, I like my rap, but I want dancing to rap. I want doing Chris Rocks and all these things there, innit? So to dance, definitely.
Okay, perfect. So, with your dance and everything, have you been able to travel abroad, for example, or anywhere around the UK?
Yes. Right, where have we been? I'll start. The last thing I did, I went to do a TikTok event in London.
Oh, cool.
That was in February, literally just before the lockdown.
Yeah.
So I went in February. It was in Shoreditch. So it was a TikTok after party. It was good. Me and 3 other breakdancers. So 2 breakdancers and me and my mate Khalil. We're street dancers. And that was a good event. Like, so. It was. I can't think of what the club was called.
I'm trying to think of Shoreditch. What's in Shoreditch? There's like
it's that one under the bridge.
Oh, not Fleet Street, Fleet East. Oh wait, is it Fleet East?
I can't think what it's called.
Dingwalls as well. They got over by the bridge as well, like the.
No, I don't think about it with D.
Oh, that's a Camden one, isn't it? Really.
But anyway, it was good. It was good. It was a good event. I met a load of like TikTok influencers and stuff there as well, which was cool. Didn't know half of them, a bit old, so I didn't know who they were, but apparently these lot had lots of money and did TikTok, so I was like, okay. It's like, so what do you do? It's like, I just wear glasses and walk around in the video. I'm like, okay. Like, yeah, man, sick.
Studying for the gram, that's what I do.
So,
okay, cool.
Where else has I been? I've been to... I'm trying to think, where did I take you, Hope? Or was that Khalil? That was Khalil. We did so the British Council in London. Took a class there twice when I was working at Wokingham Youth Centre. So we went there basically to make dance more, what's the word to say? No,
accessible?
And because it wasn't around a lot in schools. It wasn't like in PE lessons and stuff like it is now.
Yeah.
So I played quite a big part in trying to get dance into schools.
Okay.
So I'd go and speak to politicians and MPs and stuff, and go and dance and show them what my kids are doing, and like the kids loved it. Like we got free holidays. We didn't take the route where we would compete. Like that's the main route for dancers.
Yeah.
Where I worked in the council, I took a completely different route. We performed all the time. We didn't compete ever. Always performed, but performed everywhere. And it was always for a cause or for something, which was good. And I think the kids really enjoyed it. But I feel I missed out on the competing side.
So that's like something you wished you could have gone back and do.
But like I said, we still got to go around and do loads of things. We also did, so the Queen's Golden Jubilee, so that's going back a few.
My mum sang in a choir at that event as well. Yeah,
that was on May the 10th, and we went to East Hampstead Park, I think it was. Yeah, East Hampstead Park, and I had to do a workshop and performance, and I had Queen there, Sol Campbell, Sven, who was the England manager? Sven, he's a Swedish
Sven
guy.
Goran Eriksson.
Him.
I got one football question right, guys. Let it be known that I got a football question right.
Yeah, I'm not a footballer.
Me either, so I'm very proud of myself right now.
So it's I've met a few people, like it was fun, it's taking me around, it's taking me places. It's been good.
So you say you haven't been able to do the competing side, but with your teaching and stuff, would you want to coach like the kids and the people that you do dance into competitions? Is that the aim for you?
Yeah, that was the game. So when I had G Street, obviously it was a new company, so I had to take a couple years to get the kids' performance ready.
Right.
It's not something you can. Well, you could in like a short amount of time, but when you've got a load of kids from different areas, I didn't teach in just one area. See, I taught in like 5-6 different areas. So there's kids from Tyler, Twyford, kids from Yateley, kids from Arborfield, kids from Woodley, and they're all coming together.
Yeah.
So they have to bond as a unit, get together, know each other as a unit, chill. I'll take them out and do stuff all together. Then I took them to go watch the UDOs, and then we was going to get ready to perform. But then sadly G Street came to an end, so we didn't get that far. But with the new GS Finesse, that's the end game. So got the young people, getting them together, well not at the minute because we haven't been allowed that. So in the middle of trying to get everyone to bond and getting everyone together and building the unit, we get locked down. But once that's done, that's the next step to get them into performing, competing.
To competing. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, cool. Sounds good. So it seems like there's a lot in the pipeline for the future. So bearing in mind you've met like quite a lot of people in the UK, is there anywhere in the world where would you love to go if you could pick a destination to go and dance? Like I always reminds me of one of the Step Up movies in Miami, and it just looks sick to go there and dance. But just out of curiosity, if you could go anywhere in the world,
I would say France. The France dance scene is mad.
Really?
The French dance scene is mad. Yeah, I like it like a lot. Like I like a lot of breaking. I break dance a little bit, but I'm not a breaker. I'd never class myself as a break dancer, but I can do some breaking. Yeah. But I love break dancing. I love watching it. I've been watching. That was probably one of the things that really engrossed me into dance was break dancing. Obviously, MJ, come on.
Well, yeah,
but
he's a pioneer for everything,
once you've
really.
got that, and you're looking that way, and then you see break dances, and you're just blown away by these people doing all this mad stuff. You're like, yo, I want some of that.
Nice.
I want some of that.
So France, okay. Can you moonwalk? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, not as good as I used to.
I definitely cannot. Okay, so who would you say is your biggest inspiration for your dancing?
MJ to start. But
God rest his soul.
After like watching like all the breaking and stuff, and then like really feeling dancing, the twins, they were a big part, and like that's quite late in my dance career as well. That was real late because I never really had an idol. I just liked the MJ and then like the moves that I like the look of. But then when I saw the twins, because I danced with my partner's a guy called Khalil, and we called ourselves GK twins. Okay. Then I saw that, and I was like, the twins, and I was like, they're doing that so much better than us.
Damn it, you got to level up.
Better than us. But I was watching them just thinking, wow, like how synced they were. But then they could be different but still look the same, and you can see by the way they dance, like they would look exactly the same because they're twins, got the throws. When they were young, you couldn't really tell them apart only by the way they danced. You needed to study the way they danced.
Exactly.
And then I realised I preferred Larry. Because
I can't tell the difference between the two.
I like the way Larry dances, because I thought his popping, his isolations, everything was just mad, and I was like, yo. And I just thought they both did it, and then when you watch them and you realise, like, yeah, like, Laurent does it too, but Larry's mastered it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah. So then after that, I just watch any video that comes under them, I'll watch it. Same with Jabberwockies, but not so much. Jabberwockies was cool.
I haven't seen them in so long.
But they got masks on all the time. It's just like, man, I want to see your face, man. I need to know who's doing this, man.
Oh gosh, hilarious. Okay, so the twins. Well, I mean, if you get to perform on stage with Beyonce, then you know you're doing something right. You know. Okay, so if you could be a judge on any TV show or competition, which show would it be and why?
Red Bull breakdancing competition.
Okay, I've actually heard of that one before.
It's Red Bull DC, Red Bull BC. Yeah, it's just the breakdancing competition. Like,
so it's specific for that. Okay. So
yeah, that is crazy. I watch them on YouTube all the time, and it's just like, yeah, I want to do that. I try. I can do some of that. I mean, like I said, I'm not a breaker though. Remember, I'm a street dancer. Choreography is my game.
Let it be known.
Okay?
Let it be
known. That's my game. But I'll mess around with all them other things too.
Okay, cool. Fair enough. So that's kind of where the level that you'd want your own group to get to as well. So that's like, okay, Red Bull dance. Okay, cool. Okay, so what has been the biggest stage or most memorable performance that you've done?
Britain's Got Talent.
Do you know what? I was going to ask actually if you've ever or considered doing Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
But what happened with that then? How did you get involved with that?
So this is when I was working at Wokingham Youth Centre. Khalil, who's my dance partner now, when I met him, he was 12 and I was working at the school as a PE teacher. So I saw him and his little group of mates and I was like, you lot are sick. I was like, you should come to my class. And they came. 20 years later, he's my best friend, godfather to my kid. But
so beautiful. Love a journey like that.
Yeah, it's been a dance journey that we became best friends out of. But we was training one day at Wokingham and he came in and he goes, G, and he's like 14 I think at the time. So this is before we had like a proper friendship. It's like, G, my mum's entered us into a competition. I was like, oh yeah? And I'm thinking she's entered the whole class. I've got a class of like 15 kids. Okay. I'm thinking, okay, what's this?
Yeah.
He was like, it's Britain's Got Talent. I was like, what? I was like, really? He's like, yeah. And like, she did it like a few months ago, and like, she didn't think anything would happen, but you've got through, and we've got an audition. And I was like, oh wow. Okay. I was like, when's the audition? He was like, in 2 weeks. I was like, So I spoke to my boss, the council, and he was like, oh, this is amazing. This is good. This would be great publicity. I was like, all right, cool, we'll do it. They gave us all some money to go get some uniforms and stuff. But his mum had only entered me, Khalil, Will, and Campbell. So just the 4 of us out of 15.
Rather than 15. Oh, slightly awkward.
Yeah, slightly. But it was fine. Everyone was happy with what was going on. No one felt no bad energy or anything. So yeah, we went and did it. We got through the first round, the second round, got to the studio rounds. Then we didn't go any further than the studio rounds, but it was a good experience for them. The kids loved it. Definitely one of the biggest stages I've been on, because I've not really competed. I've only ever performed. So
yeah,
it was like one of my first real big competitions for myself.
So anyone that's kind of watching that would want to, or thinking about competing or going on to like a TV show such as Britain's Got Talent, what would you advise them having gone through that process?
It depending on what you're doing, find the show that is based on your talent. Britain's Got Talent is so open.
Variety, yeah.
It's like we didn't go far, but I remember because they put the joke people through as well. So
of course, yeah.
We went out to some, I can't remember who it was, but it was a bit of a joke. It was like, And like them lot was young at the time, and I'm thinking, sat on stage, thinking, please don't make my kids cry. Please don't make my kids cry.
Bless you.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was stood there thinking, but Simon was cool. He goes, you know what? It's not that you was bad or anything. It's just we had a crew on yesterday that were a bit better. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. And when I heard Simon say that, and then all the rest of them followed, I thought, brilliant. The crowd was great.
Yeah.
Loved it. And then I saw what went through, and I was just like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing
difficult.
to me?
It's hard because it's obviously it's entertainment, and
Yeah,
you have to have that
it.
factor in it. So it is difficult when you've got someone who's genuinely talented, and then they might miss out on opportunities.
So
but
if you want to dance, I'd say go into a dance competition.
Right.
If you want to sing, go into a singing competition.
competition.
If you want to do some madness, go to Britain's
Whatever.
Got Talent. You know what I mean?
Like juggling with knives or eating fire.
That's it, singing dogs and all of that.
I'm pretty sure there was a guy who had this unicorn, a unicycle, a unicycle, but it was the tallest unicycle that I've ever seen in my life. He was at the ceiling of the venue. It was crazy. So yeah, there you go. Fair enough. Cool. So if you could pick any other style of dance to master, I'm not sure if you've done any other style of dance as you've grown up, but if you could pick any other style of dance to master, what would it be and why specifically?
Ballroom.
Do you know what? I had a feeling you were going to either say that or Latin. You look like you can have a little
I tried
hips.
samba before. I tried samba before in school, but I like ballroom. Like that's the dance of kings.
It is definitely.
That's 30. Like, yeah.
Any dance in
definitely.
particular about ballroom?
Boy, I would want the tango is the hardest, one of the hardest ones. I would want to learn the tango. Obviously, you've got to learn, start with like foxtrots and waltzes and them kind of things there. But to get to like tango level would be mad, because I think, but you need a partner really. I did try getting a partner to do this before, but timing has never worked out. Just, I don't want to be the guy that's with someone new every week either. I heard you need to have someone.
Consistency to get to that level.
And I didn't have no one. So I just kind of gave it up in the end. Like, gave up, I say gave up, I didn't start. But, but definitely ballroom.
Do you watch Strictly Come Dancing as well?
No, I don't, you know.
So good. I mean, I don't watch it as much now, but when you said tango, that's what came to mind. And Argentinian tango as well, which is just like basically a sexier version of it, really. So, but yeah, man, that's interesting. Okay, ballroom, fair enough. So you get suited and booted and like falls and rises, and I have zero grace, so I wouldn't be doing any ballroom dancing anytime soon. Okay, cool. So what have you done to kind of keep yourself active, especially during the lockdown period, with not being able to run your classes and stuff like that? How have you kept active and fit?
Potty training.
It's a process. It is a process, definitely. I don't have any kids, but I've got nieces and nephews. So
seriously, I try to train when I can, but it's difficult at the minute with the other half working at home, and obviously no childcare. So I'm basically looking after little one while she's working. I can't go to work.
Yeah.
It's like so. Once that's kind of out of the way and I've got a spare hour, you might find me in my garden dancing for a bit, or when they let people out a bit more. I was going down to Byron Block, some new steakhouse down by Showcase Cinema. We've got a car park there.
Byron Block. Sorry,
Byron Block.
Byron Block. Yeah. I'm just making mental notes of all the places I'm going to visit when everything opens again. But cool.
So I just go there in the car park and train there for a bit.
Oh, nice.
One of my other mates who I did the TikTok event with, Thomas, but he's moved to Birmingham now. Me and him just go down there, train, because basically I was learning off him. Because I know I can break, but there's certain aspects of breaking I don't get, which everyone's always learning. Like, anyone tells me they've mastered something, they're lying. Like, you're always learning. Like, I'm 34 and I'm still learning. So he was basically trying to help me improve what I got with my breaking. And then he moved to Birmingham, so that kind of stopped that. And, so I've just been self-training on my own, and then was going to train today, but then I came here. That's why I was with Hope, because we were going to go and train today. We haven't seen each other in how many months now?
Since like March.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's my training buddy right there.
Oh, cool. Good to go see. He's got a training buddy in the building.
Yeah,
hey.
That's it. So that's it really. I did start with the press up thing, but I just thought, I'd rather dance.
So you're more of a use dance to keep fit rather than kind of go to the gym and
go run and do that. No, that bores me. Like I need to be keeping my mind active at the same time. So if I'm thinking of new routines and dancing at the same time, I'm working out and I'm working out my brain at the same time, and I feel like I'm actually it's like building towards my company, because these routines are then going to get relayed onto the kids at some point.
Yeah,
like, it's all going down that way. So I need to make sure like my uptake's there. Like I've got a big artillery. I've got lots of routines, but you can always improve on them. You can always make more.
How do you come up with your routines? Like, do you film yourself when you do them, so you remember them, or is it just all muscle memory?
More muscle memory.
Okay.
I tried filming before, but I normally just film just to show people. I never tried to film something to remember it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, a lot of it's just, you just got to remember it. Like when me and Khalil perform, so I can't tell you once when we've done a routine and we've done it perfect. Never. Someone's messed up. More time me, because I'm older. But he'll know. No one else will notice, but he'll notice. And like we'll instantly break and do something like separate. And like if I mess up, he knows he's gonna jump in and do a freestyle. If he messes up, I'm gonna take over.
Okay.
But then we'll look at each other and we'll do like something, do like one move or do something, and we instantly know what's coming next. And
so you kind of in tune now.
Because we've got so many routines in the bank. It's like, right, we messed up. We're not doing that routine now. I'm going to freestyle here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to think, what am I going to do? Oh yeah, we can do that one. And I'll look at him and be like, and carry on my freestyle. He'll give me the nod. Count at 8, and we're back in. And no one's none the wiser. You sing that hope, innit?
I love that. So no one else can see what you've messed up, but you know it's all looks good.
Me dancing with Khalil for so long, because obviously he was 12 when I met him, so he can look like me and mimic me perfectly. I can't mimic him. I can't copy him.
So
He's got his own style. I've got level. Yeah. Same with Hope. She can look like me, but I can't look like her.
Oh, it's true. Okay, fair enough.
I think they get that I put my influence onto them, and then they do their own thing. But then when it comes down to performing, we've all got that same kind of look.
Okay.
Which is great. But yeah, I definitely need to level up. Like I should definitely be looking more like these two. They got more swag than me.
I think it's a generational thing as well. Like there's like age gap and stuff, like with music influences and style and stuff like that. Because my siblings are older as well, so you can see the differences. But as long as you all mesh well together.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I enjoy it.
Okay. Awesome. So you actually mentioned about how you wanted to keep your mind right, specifically like over the lockdown and stuff like that. So how has dance kind of helped you with maybe things that you've gone through in your own personal life, or anyone that's gone through like mental health issues and stuff like that? If at all it has that. It might not have helped you. It might have been something else. It might have been your other half or your kids.
It does, but you don't realise it. Like,
okay.
It takes my mind off a lot of stuff. And anyone that knows me, my mind's 100 miles an hour in my head. I'll sit there in a group of people, everyone's talking, and I'm not saying nothing, and I'm just there thinking. And it's like, not necessarily bad stuff, just always on the go, but that's draining. It's very draining, and especially when you've been like gone for 15 minutes thinking about how you're going to improve this part of something in your life, to come back to, we're going out this Saturday, the pubs are open, and you're like, what? Nah, man, like, no. I need to figure out what I'm doing, like when I open my class back up, like you know what I mean, stuff like that. It just keeps me sane. It just makes me feel like I'm not doing anything. Okay. Where this whole time, for a lot of people, it's been a lot of doing nothing. So just even a quick hour in my garden,
it makes a massive difference.
It really does. You just automatically thinking about the positive sides of stuff that you can do for your company, and like you might have just done some sick freestyle, like where did that come from? Like, and like it just then like just brings back that life again. If I don't know, I just wallow and do nothing, like just change nappies and put in the party in it.
Be in father, as you do. Yeah. Okay, so what do you plan to achieve over the rest of the year? So obviously you're working on elevating, bringing back your dance company and bringing up the classes. So what's the goal for you for kind of the rest of the year?
Big goal is to bring up the size, because like I said, I was small, just keeping it small maybe for a hobby. And now, like, yeah, that was self-sufficient. It was paying for itself. It was like, it didn't cost me anything. It was good. But like now, I really feel like I want to grow again because I miss it. I miss having like all the kids around. I miss taking them out and doing stuff. I miss like just performing. I miss just going to the field and being like, calling the parents, being like, yeah, do you want to bring them down the field today? No charge, just bring them. Like, you know what I mean? They bring them down for 3 hours, just drop them off and go.
Yeah.
And like, I have the kids, we'll dance for 3 hours, have a great time, then play a game or something.
Oh,
I actually miss that. Like, it was fun. Like, it was fun for me. I was like the big kid. Like.
It sounds fun. Honestly, I would do it. How old are, say, the kids that you teach at the moment? What's the age range?
They're 10 to 12. 10 to 12. The youngest I was teaching from was 4, and the oldest I had was you. I don't have her anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
She fled the nest.
But you gotta let them go.
Yeah, of course.
Gotta see them fly.
You gotta see her flying.
So
I'm
I
gonna
can't
give her a
join the
foot
class
up
then.
on the way there as well. Make sure she's flying high.
I can't join them because I don't look 10.
You can join any time you want, man. We'll get you on hope level. No time.
Yeah, you never know. You might have to put oil in these joints somehow. Okay, perfect. So if anyone wanted to, for example, join your class, you want to grow GS Finesse, so how do people find you and get in touch?
Right, I do have a Facebook, but I've actually come off of my Facebook. I'm trying to revamp everything, so...
Rebranding, okay.
Yeah, so like my old Facebook was a lot of G Street,
Yeah.
so I want to get rid of all that. I had a Facebook page with GS Finesse, but I'm going to take that down and I'm going to redo everything all again under GS Finesse Facebook with a page.
Yeah.
So it will be GS Finesse. Okay.
GS
Finesse.
It rhymes. It's easy to remember. Just remember his name, Gaston. So it's G. There you go.
GS Finesse.
I like it. It's got a lovely ring to it. Perfect. Well, that's all I have for you to say. Thank you so much for giving me so much insight into your journey.
Thank you for having me.
All the best with GS Finesse and everything you're doing in the future.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll get to see you guys soon.
Hopefully. Come for your free lesson.
Yes, free is what we like. Love that.
We're back in September, people. We're back in September.
Wicked. Thank you so much, babe.